let down tonight. What would it mean to this group to enter the All-Star break on a high note?
That'd be great. Obviously, we've had a tough stretch, so to finish this part of the season with a win would be great for the morale and would reward our guys for the, enduring this period the way they have. And but it'll be tough. We just lost them a week ago or whatever it was, and playing last night in a game where we had to claw our way back. But great opportunity to continue to show the type of resolve we're building.
LaMarcus and Andre have had back-to-back very strong games. What kind of a luxury is it to have two big men with the skill sets that they have?
Yeah, they really complement each other well. LaMarcus, we know, can score and space the floor and cause problems with his shooting and his experience. And Andre is, such a natural rebounder and deterrent in the paint defensively. They're really able to kind of complement each other very well out there.
The team you faced in DC a week ago, obviously they were dealing with their own trades and roster changes. I mean, now that they have this new look team, where do your concerns start with them now?
I think the same things. They're a team that can get going offensively and score the ball. It's important for us to be very clear on what we're taking away. I think that's number one for us. I think you look at their team, and I think Kuzma can be kind of the guy that if he gets really going and gets his confidence going, it kind of opens things up for others. So, but they have a lot of guys that are capable, and on any night, we've seen each of them have good games against us. So it's really about being solid and sticking to what we do very well.
With Cam's development, I mean, has he improved in terms of skills and his actual handle and his passing, or is that a matter of risk assessment, him kind of reading the game better and learning the passes to make and understanding what the defense is trying to do?
I think both. I think he, his willingness to adapt to the NBA game and to prioritize, making reads out of pick and roll where if he draws a crowd, he gets off it. I think that makes the game way easier for him. I've talked to him about it a number of times. He's really improved at it. I think, just the areas where he could make improvement, and we've asked him to make improvement. He's been very willing the last 3-4 weeks. So, big growth for him offensively and defensively by one, having a great attitude to improve, and two, really caring about those aspects that we're, offering for him as growth areas. He's turned a corner there where he's been open and had a great attitude and been willing to kind of take on board some of the teachings and the things that we're asking him to do. And I think that's really opened things up for him and made him seem like much more variety to his game and much more difficult to defend.
And on an unrelated note, I mean, Ben's not practicing with you guys yet. James isn't practicing down in Philly, but I mean, the proximity of the teams, the quality of the rosters, kind of the way this trade went down. I mean, do you see the potential to have a significant rivalry with that team going forward?
Yeah, I think anytime teams make a trade like that, there can be elements of a rivalry, but usually there's no rivalry until people play in the playoffs. So we'll see if that happens.
Well, there's some intangibles that you like that James Johnson brings to the table when he's playing his best.
Yeah, versatility. I think especially with this group, he's kind of probably one of the few guys that can really get by people, whether it's in transition or in the half court. He can get to the basket and make plays for others. So, that's been through this stretch where we've been missing, players. He's been really important for us as, not only his versatility defensively, but his ability to play make and to get downhill and to put pressure on the defense. I think maybe not surprised, but I've been impressed and grateful for that ability during the stretch where we having one guy that can really push it, create offense, whether it's in DHOs, draw and kick, or just getting to the rim and putting pressure on the defense. So, he gives us that. He's still got a really good burst and can get to his spot for a guy of his size and handle the ball very well and make plays for others.
Short period of time, only 2 games, but Seth has already made his mark. Sorry. How would you, quantify his potential impact, especially in the context of not knowing when or if you're going to get Joe back?
Yeah, I think in our league today, it's so important to have shooters and guys that can space the floor. That having him to do so for Kevin and Kai and Ben is really important. It gives us depth in shooting and spacing. But I think he's a better player than just that. He's pretty good in pick and roll. He's pretty good at scoring out of pick and roll situations or playing game or taking space to create offense, and he can deliver the ball pretty well in those scenarios as well, and doesn't play outside of himself and take big risks. So, very dependable scoring guard who can, is an elite shooter, but also can do a few other things on the court, at a very high level. So, he's a floor spacer plus his ability to create out of pick and roll and to good reads and deliveries.
Speaking of shooters, would you expect Joe to be at least on the court when you come back from the break so you guys can assess whether he needs another surgery, or is he not even going to be to that point where he's on the floor?
We'll see. It's possible. I couldn't say for sure though right now. Great. Thanks, guys.